Portfolio packages for maximum profit. Well, hello and welcome to Profit Weekly. This week's show is on portfolio loans. So being able to portfolio or bundle properties is a great way to get 6 and 7 figure returns. How much money do you want to make? So you can make 6 and 7 figure returns depending on how big of packages you get. And when I say how big a packages, we did a show on tapes, and you can buy 30,000 single family residences, land deals, all in one bundle, like $1 billion tape. So this is like the smaller side of that, but this is an example of a package we have available. So to give you an example, this is what we're doing right now. So it gives you real life, what's going on in the business, okay? So portfolio packages, 6 to 7 figure returns. This one, is a 6-figure return. $1.8 million package, that's what its value is. And then we're funding $1,065,000. So that's what our investor brings, our passive investor brings to the table. And then they receive, of course, the security of being in 59 cents on the dollar. So even at fire sale, this is even well below fire sale prices to secure their investment. And then it pays back 15% with the profit share. So a 12% interest rate on their capital of $1,065,000, which is over $120,000 for a year. And then, but this is only a 3 to 9 month package placement. So we'll be out of it starting in anywhere from 1 to 2 months. The first sale will happen, and then the last sale will be between probably 7 and 9 month stage. So they'll get all of their monies between month 1 and month 9. So a short-term loan, 15% with that profit share, that 3% profit share. Of course, the profit share alone is over $20,000, and then of course the interest rate. So an incredible way to make a ton of money passively. Where else can you place $1 million and make $150,000 back? In less than a year, and secured with low loan-to-value real estate. So it just seems like it seems genius to me. But we're going to review the properties that are in this package, 4 properties, and 1 in Breckenridge and 3 in Arvada. We're going to go through the auction property, a couple highlights, because auctions are always fun on the Breckenridge property. We're going to go through the valuation process that we do for our investors, for you if you are one of our investors. And a sample of the past projects. We're going to do one past project before and after because it's in the same area of Arvada. We've been investing in Arvada for 5 years now. Love the area. Really solid there. 3 of these properties are in Arvada. So we're going to show it before and after. Of course, you'll see the before now on these 3 properties, but the after you'll have to wait, right? Testimonials and our A+ ratings. You don't want to make sure that you invest with someone who's credible and established. For instance, we have A+ ratings with the BB&B. Our testimonials. You want to make sure to invest in someone who has been around the block, has been well established, well credible. So a sample of that, and then an investor docs. We're going to throw the investor documentation at you that we use for our investors, give you a sample, the deed of trust, the first mortgage, which is the first mortgage, the promissory notes, the insurance, everything to secure our investors from point A, acquisition, to B-side sale and actual funding of the profit and the payback of the principal. Okay, a quick review of our what's in the package. First of all, we have 432 Kimmy's Lane in Breckenridge. This was the auction property. We always have a design video, which is right here. We have a valuation video, which walks you through all the comps, the purchase price, the renovation budget, the amount we're looking from an investor for, the after repair value, and then the fire sale price. Now, this fire sale price actually, this was done before we did a true valuation. It's actually $649.9 is the fire sale. Private lender 12%, and then we give the interest to it. It's about $20,000 in interest for this one. This is what's paid out at closing: $344,500 if it was a 6-month note, and then $9,000 profit share. It gives you a summary overview where it is in Breckenridge, what's going on. The home was built by a talented builder, got overextended, had a loan on it for $660,000, values over $700,000. If we really wanted to push the market. And then we go into the summary of the property, the actual project. Great location, rising trend, and then design just finished what the builder did not. It's 97% there. Just stained carpet, basically. So that's for Kimmy's Lane. And then to go into Carr, which is another real quick and easy flip. Design video, valuation video. Purchase price $190. It's actually $182. We beat them down a little bit farther. Renovation budget's $40. Loans $227. After repair value is $315 to $325. Fire sale price $299.9. You know we can sell it real quick at that price. There again, 12%. There's the interest, 13,650, 241 paid out at closing plus a profit share. Summary overview: it's in a great neighborhood. We know this area. We have a comp that we're actually showing you on this show. Two of them, Dudley Streets. They're just down the road. So great location. Then design, add a master bathroom upstairs. We're going to potentially do that. We don't need to necessarily, but we could. We kind of like the idea. And then obviously finish off the basement for our specialty to add a bedroom, a bathroom, and a rec room. Okay, and then we're moving on to Balsam. Balsam, purchase price or loan $227, renovation $62, purchase $167. After repair value, solid $325, maybe even $350 after review. This is really close to historic downtown district, very hot area in Arvada. Private lender, 12%. $13,650 on that 6-month note, $13,650, plus that 3% profit share. So great project. This subject property, transitional neighborhood, $300 to $400K easy for single family homes in this area. So it's right there in that median. And this is in an excellent, I mean excellent location. The design, open up second bedroom. So this one has a functional obsolescence issue. We're going to basically reconfigure the upstairs, the floor plan to make it work with a master bedroom, master bath, redesigning and reconfiguring the 2 bedrooms, and then of course doing the basement with a couple of egress windows and a rec room. So, and then we have 6650 Estes. This is the longer property. It's a pop top and a basement dig. So it's going to be 3 or 4 months to really get going, and probably 4 months to finish. So from acquisition until it's finished renovations, probably 3 to 4 months. So we'll have it sold within 5 to 6 months at the latest. Again, you have your design videos, your valuation video, your purchase price $207, your renovation budget $80. That's to incorporate not only that basement reconfiguration and demolition to dig it out to make the head height, but also to pop the top. So the loan is $287. After repair value is $400,000 plus. The parcel split is worth actually $100,000 and above, but we like to under promise and over deliver. So the fire sale price is $399.9 plus that $80,000 parcel. So this has a huge payday on it. Like I said, there's probably another $200,000 actually if you built on that parcel. You could sell the parcel for $100,000 and build for another $100,000. Private lender, 12%. There it is, $17,000 on a 6-month note. 304 paid out and a 3% profit share. Great location. This is in a great area. Scenic Heights, very, very hot area in Arvada. And then the design, home will be remodeled, but we're going to add a 2nd-story master bedroom, master bath, Jack and Jill bedrooms and bathroom. Amazing views at downtown, 2nd-story balconies off rec room. So this one really has a lot of legs as far as between the parcel and the updates. Okay, here we go on 6085 Dudley Street. We sold this one during framing, so we didn't get any pictures in there. The actual homeowner moved in before it was even finished. So we still had some touch-up paint, and by the time we went back to get pictures, well, we never could get pictures of the finished product. But here you go, 2,300 square feet, $324,900. So this was a remodel. We picked this up for about 100 and I can't remember exactly, but there again, strong Arvada property. One of those ranch homes that we do. They specialize in, built in 1956, I believe, remodeled, and we sold for $324,900. All right, here's the afters of the other Dudley, 6065 Dudley. So this was literally right next door. That was before it was completely finished. You can see, we do our architectural gray, nice big rec room. That's beige land. There's kind of a lower shot. All granite countertops, undercap lighting you can see there from that low angle. But as you look back, there used to be a wall right here and then another wall right here. So it was all boxed in. We blew it out, opened it all up, kind of one of our more prominent features that we like to use in a lot of these homes that we do from 1800s on up, is we like to open them up with by blowing out walls and then refinishing. So that's 6065 Dudley. There you go, kind of a higher angle shot. But all those walls came out. We really opened up that kitchen. Some of our finishes, granite in the bathrooms as well. You can see we put in islands and buffet counters, and all that was walled in, and we just open them up, and it just makes them absolutely functional and open and airy, just very, very livable space instead of being boxed in. And then let me show you some of the priors. So here's the befores. Now it's a little tricky to see because this is during when we actually started gutting it. But you can see, we're taking out linoleum, we're gutting these places. That's the basement. That's the back bedroom. That's the lower bathroom. That's the lower bathroom. We had to cut out plumbing and take out a wall and plumb it all out. We had to put in egress windows so you can see where we cut these out. That's one of our specialties, though, is going in and doing these basement refurbished basements and sometimes digging them out. You can see this is the kitchen before, and you can see down here there was a wall across here. There was another wall right here going across here, so it was all boxed in. Real tricky. Then, of course, we go in, we take out all the walls. This is before this wall was completely removed, but you've already seen the a couple of removed walls there. There's our some of our cabinet layouts, but that's it. I mean, we really go through and we take these things down to nothing, down to the concrete, or even in a lot of cases, like in Estes, we'll end up digging out this concrete slab, going down a foot or two, and giving it some headroom, some head height, making it very functional. So that's a before and after. All right, so if you go to profitwithprivatelending.com and you go to services, we have our testimonials on here. We also have some commonly asked questions and some facts and stuff in there as well. But here's some of our testimonials. Scott Dillard, Todd Proffit is an encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to real estate with his background brokering, appraising, contracting, developing, hard money lending, flipping, teaching. He's been a cornerstone to my education and make it with real estate. I met him 12 months ago on the river when I was a cabinet maker and a wannabe real estate investor. Since then, with the knowledge he's given me, I've flipped 6 properties, held 2 cash flowing rental properties, and currently under contract to buy a foreclosed 80-lot development. Before I met him, I had to beg to get a bank to give me a loan on their terms. Now I'm able to shop banks to get the best terms. Todd's passion for real estate is obvious as soon as you meet him, and coupled with his extensive experience, he's an asset to any real estate transaction, no matter what the scope. Now I'm pretty excited to obviously narrate that, as that's some exciting stuff, and I really appreciate that, Scott. Thank you very, very much for that shining reference. And then we also have down here, this is a gentleman I work with daily for the most part. I mean, he's in my life. He's one of our investors the last couple of years. We've been investing with Proffit Development Properties for a few years now. I was introduced to Todd Proffit by one of my investors. I was backing. He put a fire to the house we were vested in. Todd took on the project, renovated, sold, paid me off. Great job. He took a home that nobody else would and made it profitable. They have since done many flips with our money at 15% APR. I've been working with John Edmiston of Mountain States Home now for a few years, and he is a 12-3 guy all day long. He does very well with that, and we love working with him. There's many other, I just wanted to drop a few of them. And then we have the Better Business Bureau. We're an accredited business since 2012, basically 2 years is the shooting this, but we're an A+ on a scale of A to F. We're also extremely well associated with many RIAs, including our own RIA, Colorado Investment Association, as well as being connected with other investors around the country, which help us to not only get the best margins with our vendors and the best trainings, but we are obviously very well established. We're also Colorado Secretary of State, etc. So very well established, very credible, and you want that in someone who you're investing with. Now, the private lenders usually ask me, what do private lenders get? Well, in our case, you want documentation just like the bank that secures your interest in these properties, in these packages. For instance, this portfolio has 4 properties. So for each property, you get a promissory note securing the loan. You get a recorded mortgage, exactly like a bank mortgage. It's a deed of trust in Colorado, or a first mortgage. You get title insurance securing clear title. You get hazard insurance, with the private lender as the beneficiary, securing you in case there's a fire, flood, or vandalism, anything. And then including in our shared package, we give a comparative market analysis, which has all of your comparable properties, bracketing the value of that subject property. You have contracts from contractors. So before we start any project, we have contractors come on board, your electrician, your plumber, your HVAC, and your general contractor, whom we are, but we also have acting generals. But we have those contracts signed and dated and notarized so that we have those locked. And then we have plans and engineering. Our plans are drawn out, and our engineers have the structural stamps to move forward with everything from your egress windows to your structural walls, any kind of changes we have. Those are all shared in our Google Docs G Drive with you. The line item budget is finalized and signed off on, with the contracts for contractors to make sure there isn't any movement in the budget from day one. And that line item budget goes from line item 1 to line item 3600. And they're bulletproof. We've been doing this for years. And for instance, line item 1 is engineering, plans, permits, and architectural. Line item 100 is demo. So we walk you through everything that's being done to that home, everything that's being used, the color of the paint, the type of cabinet, the type of countertop, everything, finishes, hardwares. And then that's transferred to an Excel budget, which is an active budget, which is used for each draw process to show what's left in the budget, where they're at, and how quickly it's moving along. It's also related to timeline. And then weekly pictures, bi-monthly videos showing the renovations and the progress. And then a professional inspection report by every time the draw, which is every 2 weeks. We do draws on the 1st and the 15th. And we have a professional inspector come out and they review the project and sign off on those line items that have been done so that then the draw can be dispersed. Here's a sample of a promissory note. Everything is done just like the bank. Well, in closing, let's go over a few things. I hope you enjoyed the show. But in closing, I like to forecast exactly how we're going to perform. So here we go. This is how it's going to go down. So we're going to fund all of these here in December, by December 15th of 2013. And this is how it's going to go. Kimmy's Lane is going to be funded for $323,000. It's going to sell in March for $649,900 or more, but I'm anticipating $649,900. We're going to actually leave some of the profits on the table for the next guy, okay? And then Carr is going to be the next one that'll go down, and it'll go down right about when Kimmy's does, and it'll sell. The investor is going to get their $227,000 back in capital. It'll sell in March, and it's going to sell for $314,900. Okay, and then the next one that's going to sell is Balsam. It's a little faster. It's just a refurbished, not a pop top like Estes is. And that one has $227,000 loan on it, which will be paid back plus interest and profit share. It's going to sell in April. So all these within 4 months, right? And that will sell for $324,900. Okay. And then Estes, that's the big one. That's the pop top and a basement dig. So it's pretty extensive remodel. It's going to take us, just to get through the whole process with permits, engineering, everything else, takes about 90 days. So we're anticipating the $287,000 back to our investor to come back in June, 5 months away. So all in, to out, 1 to 6 months. This could sell as soon as January or February, this Kimmy's. Carr Street is about 2 to 3 months out. And then these, like I said, between 4 and 6 months potentially. And then this one will sell for $379,900 Estes because it has a pop top and a basement dig. I think we're going to list it at $399,900 to start, of course, and then see where it goes. The value is definitely there. The high end of that area, it's selling upwards of $440,000 for 1,800 finished square feet, and this will be well over 3,000 square feet finished. And then the bonus on this one, the extra bonus for the developer, us. We have to build and sell and make another $200,000 profit by taking off that parcel, which is worth at least $100,000, and the new construction, which we can make about $100,000 on. So another $200,000 in parcel B on the split. So I hope you've enjoyed this. That's $1 million total that we're going to see potentially, about 7 figures on this portfolio, this little portfolio of 4 properties. So you can really see how profit can be generated with these packages and with these diverse type of strategies. Everything from parcel splits to newer construction and luxury homes in the well, kind of luxury homes in the resort areas to the entry-level housing in the city or the suburbs. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.